Hey everybody, welcome back to the next big thing. This month we focus on collage prints or collage paper. And I'm doing a collage print. Collage prints are like photos where you combine them together into one print. Now, I want to talk about a little bit of how I did this and then how you can choose to do this. I used Walgreens. And Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, whatever you use or you have available to you to print photos, you can even do it through Shutterfly or any of those kind of things. They typically have a photo collage option. And with that, you can choose a regular 8 by 10 print, and then you can combine photos. I chose to combine three bigger photos. So this is two 3x4s and a 4x6, basically, so that I could have a big 8 by 10. This is going to be my big element on the page. But you could do it into a 5x7 size, or if you had a bigger print, you could actually do 12 by 14. You could hang these on the walls. But for my next big thing page, I'm going to use this 8 by 10 photo, which means basically I'm not going to have to do a lot. So I'm going to be using this eucalyptus, 49 Market eucalyptus collection because I think it goes well with this color scheme of the wedding, which was very soft. And I'm doing a wedding. And so then I'm probably going to put this kind of over here. And then I'm just going to embellish around it using the eucalyptus. Ooh, maybe I should have picked a different thing to have to say over and over again. Eucalyptus embellishments. So that's my plan. I will put you on fast forward and you can watch this come together. Thanks, everyone. Okay, we're now in fast forward, and I start by cutting off that paper. And then as I'm doing this, I see, oh my gosh, I like that paper better. So I chose the other paper. And that's kind of something happens to me quite a bit, actually, is that I change my mind, and that's okay. You're seeing all the different things that I had picked out to use, but the big one that I wanted to use because it was soft and because this wedding, the color scheme was soft, the pictures are kind of, I mean, the colors are soft, the pictures are soft. It's just, I wanted to use the acetate pack. So eucalyptus came with this acetate pack that is leaves, butterflies, some florals, all see-through with just a little bit of the green color. And I thought it would just be perfect. I did have in my head this whole time when I saw this string with the bow was just about the right size as the middle white piece on my collages that I wanted to have that string go across. So you're seeing me do that. So it's a piece of paper. It's not actually twine, but I use that as the middle across the white part of the collage. Those white parts of your collages are great for word stickers. They're great for ribbon, for twine. I did have this Ali Edward kind of gray sticker sheet with text that said something about families are branches and they come together and they go in different directions, but they're the roots that bind you. And I thought that was just appropriate for a wedding, just kind of making your own family, making your own roots. I thought that was a good phrase. I just really wanted to put it there. And then the eucalyptus collection, and in fact, a lot of the 49 and Market collections had moths. And I love moths. I think they're pretty, but I started with the moths, and then I realized there was all these really cool acetate butterflies. So that's what I ended up using a lot of, and the moths ended up kind of going away. But I have the heart die cuts, the moths, the butterflies, the branches, which in fact some of them are eucalyptus. And I just wanted that layered, soft look. And that's kind of what I was going for. Now, I'll be honest, I thought I was going to use some of these rub-ons, and I ended up using none of them, or that white piece of doily, or any of the doilies. I also had other words picked out, but I end up just using beautiful. You notice I'm going to take everything, push it to the side, and then start putting everything together. So with a layout like this, where I really am not sure what I want to do, I don't glue things down right away. I do take the time to lay it out. I've even been known to lay it out, take a picture, and then replicate it. That's not common for me. A lot of times I just am put it down and move on scrapbooker, but this one particularly, I just wanted to get right. And the layering of the pieces with the big photo really did make a difference, because if you stuck something down in the wrong place, you just don't have a lot of room. So when your photo is so large, you really have to think about where you're putting your embellishments so that they still have an impact, but that they don't cover up an important part of the photo. So you'll notice the string that I use covers up the fire exit. The florals that I'm putting on, they don't cover up the photo. The butterfly covers up the white space. So, I'm not putting things in places that have people or important parts of the photos. That is tremendously harder when your photo is this large. So one of the things I will say is, if you're going to do a photo collage that's a large like this, now you could do a photo strip that is vertical, kind of like a film strip, then you wouldn't have that same issue. But just know you're going to have to really strategically place your embellishments. For the left-hand side, that string did not go all the way. So I knew I needed to have something. There was this tag, and originally I was going to journal on the tag, but instead I just used it as a holding place for more embellishments. And I really like how they look, the cute little heart and a moth and a butterfly. It's not my normal way to scrapbook, but this is one of those layouts that kind of took me out of my comfort zone, because I had the big picture, and also because I don't need a lot of words. I don't need a lot of other things. It's just telling a story with this simple kind of one embellishment style, which is these acetates. If you have the 49 in market and you're struggling to use acetates, I know there's acetates in the Summer Porch collection, I think it was called, and a few of the other ones. I know they're sometimes difficult to use because they're see-through and you're not sure what to do, but you can layer them, you can put titles on them, you can put them over photos. So I hope this helps you just see that they really do add a lot to the layout without adding a lot of bulk and without adding a lot of bright. So in these cases, it kept it soft, but I added a lot. Now I'm looking for one more thing to add, and I decided I really wanted to add just a little bit of sparkle. Lizzie, my friend's dress, was just beautiful, and it was sparkly. So I thought adding these white iridescent sparkles would just kind of add a little bit to that. So it was great, and I love these Pink Fresh sparkles. I know they're not selling them anymore. My Little Scrapbook Store might have some left if you are interested. I will look and see if I can tag that below. But the last thing I do is add these sparkles. So I hope you've enjoyed watching my take on the next big thing, photo collages. Like I said, check out Walgreens or Walmart if you want to do that. And if you're looking for other takes on the next big thing, look at the playlist that is in the description. Thanks everyone for watching. Here's a close-up. Have a great day.